Okay, so I'm gonna bring down to today's yeah. So I'm gonna bring down today's trades for GPJPY and goals. Before we dive into our charts, we're gonna check for X Factor if we have any high impact news coming out for tonight. So we're gonna click on calendar. So right now it's Tuesday, so we really don't have any high impact news coming out tonight to this session that would affect trading too much. Um, we we had pound yen news that came out earlier during London Open, but as far as pre-NY goes, I don't think there's too much high impact news coming out tonight that would affect our trading at this point. So we're gonna dive straight into our charts and break down our charts at this point. So we're gonna start on the weekly time frame. So basically, looking at the weekly time frame, we're currently bullish right now, but we're in a series of bearish runs. Sorry, this is a monthly candle time frame. So looking at the monthly, the last 2 months have been pretty bearish. So we're not sure if this month is gonna continue a bearish move or kind of rejecting the support level to continue bullish at this point. So not too sure about that at the moment. But we definitely have support level at 151, 100, 151 area right over here. So we're gonna be careful trading into this range at the moment. So yeah, looking at the weekly time frame, we can see that this past 2 weeks have been very bullish, but this second week, even though we're on Tuesday right now, we're currently bearish at the moment. So based on the weekly time frame, we're currently bearish. Not sure if we're gonna come back down to retest the low or continue to trade up to this previous support level area up at 15300 area right over there. So looking at the daily time frame, we can see that this daily candle is really broken below these previous 2 daily candle lows. So it looks like we're currently, if you're gonna drop down lower on the daily time frame, we'll probably come down to 151,400, which is this previous resistance area right over here. Oops. This previous resistance right over here. So we might be dropping down to this area, coming down to this resistance over here, or we might come down, reject this area, or potentially go back up. Like we might do something like a push down like this a bit on the daily time frame, and then either we're gonna continue dropping or we're gonna reject this area and come back up. But based on the weekly time frame, we can see that we have a strong bearish momentum. Bearish candle starting to form at this point. We might potentially come down based on the weekly time frame. Might potentially drive to something like this based on the weekly time frame to most probably make a new low, because we've seen kind of a series of lower lows forming at this point with the higher lows coming down. So we might this might be a potential move, start of the formation of a new lower high at this point. So that's what we based on the weekly and the daily time frame. So I think for our bias for today is currently biased at the moment, but we're gonna drop down to the lower time frame just to see the direction of our moves at this point. So based on the forward time frame, we can see that we are now currently trading below this resistance level right over here. This previous resistance level over here. So we definitely most probably gonna be trading all the way down to this previous support level just above 151,400. So that's gonna be a level we're gonna be looking at. Based on looking at the 1 hour time frame, we have kind of choppy ranges on the 1 hour time frame right over here. This is an area I'm not gonna be looking to take a trade in, but looking at this is 25 pip range coming down to this previous support level area at 151,400. So we're just gonna put a marker there just to better visualize it. So looking at the 4 time frame, we'll see how this forward candle closes better. Based on the 1 hour time frame and the 30-minute time frame, this previous 30-minute candle made a really big push at this point. So we're not sure if this 30-minute candle is going to push a little bit lower at this point. But what I'm looking at is most probably a retest of maybe 151,800 right over here. I'm most probably looking for a retest of this area or not. Potentially a series of green candles based on a 30-minute time frame to most probably do something like I'm just gonna visualize things right now. So I'm waiting for some sort of a retracement coming up, and then I'll look to retest the lows at this point. So that's what I'm looking at. At the moment, we have price falling, but we really don't have confirmations at the moment. So this might be a pretty good confirmation right over here, but I think I missed the move. It's only running like 2 pips. So I'm not too confident trading below 151,800 right now because of how quick this kind of moved. So I'll probably be looking to for a retest of 151,800. That's what I'm gonna be looking at. This candle is really moving nicely at this point. So this would have been a good entry based on a 50-minute time frame. Yeah, right now I'm just gonna sit this one out. I'm just gonna wait for retracement at this point. Definitely missed the move, but pretty good entry. Stop. Yeah, we definitely missed the move, but it's okay. Just waiting for a retracement, most probably on a 30-minute time frame to retest 151,800 for a potential drive lower. So as that's playing out, we're going to be breaking down our gold charts. So looking at gold on a weekly time frame, we can see that we are currently trading bearish, but we're still trading in between 1830 and 1800 area right over here. So we're not sure if we're going to be coming down to retest this level over here. This range over here is not an ideal range. I'm not really too keen on taking any trades within this range over here, due to the fact of that it's been consolidating for a bit. But we'll see how this weekly candle goes. If this weekly candle respects the previous weekly candle low right over here, then we might expect a potential flip for us to break above this wicks over here to potentially drive up. So we're not too sure about that as yet because we are currently bearish at the moment. So but looking at dropping down to the daily time frame, we can see that 1830 is a level on the daily time frame that's been really holding. It was held on the 14th through to the 16th of July, then held on the 29th of July, then held on the 4th of August, held on the 3rd of September, and really doing a retracement, potentially coming down back to this support level on the daily time frame at, what's this level? 1810. So we're not sure if we're going to be respecting this support level to potentially drive up, or we're going to break through the support level. So we're just going to, looking at the forward time frame, we have some pretty big wicks over here, so we can adjust our zones accordingly on the forward time frame. We can see that based on the forward time frame, this cannot really broke below on the Asian session. So I think gold has been really moving really nicely during the Asian session right over here. This would have been a really nice trade due to the fact that this cannot broke below the support level over here. This could have been a really nice trade coming down to this support level over here, or most potentially over here. It's a pretty good trade based on the 4 hour time frame. Gold has been moving really nicely. Structure on the 4 hour time frame has been perfect. So dropping down to the 1 hour time frame. 1809. 1809 is an area we're currently trading down towards, but I'm not too sure about taking any trades within this area. Looking at the 30-minute time frame. Looking at the 30-minute time frame, not too confident in taking any trades on the 30-minute time frame coming down over here. I'll probably look for buys, but I don't think it'll be on a 30-minute time frame. I'm not too keen on buys yet, but looking at the 15-minute time frame, we have I don't think we have any confirmations on the lower time frames as yet. We can see the price has really been respecting this area, 1810 area. So also 1809. So this would be our no trade range. Not gonna be looking to take any trades between these two ranges over here. Other than looking at gold, what my potential scenario that's playing out in my head is potentially having another bullish run based on the 1 hour time frame. So we want something like this forming, and then a resistance, so we can potentially correct this move on the 4 hour time frame coming up. So that's what I'm looking at based on the 1 hour time frame, but we're not too sure how this lower time frame is going to play out. Okay, so yeah, we'll see how that plays out on gold at the moment. Right now, as far as gold goes, I don't think I have any confirmations yet. Not maybe sales below 1818 would be pretty good, but we're trading back in this range, which is a pretty difficult range that we were trading in early, during towards the end of August, beginning of September. So not too keen taking any trades in this range as of yet, unless I see some good structure forming or sells. Even I'm not too keen on taking sells. So I'll probably look at the 1 hour time frame at this point. So for this session, we're just gonna be waiting for GJ. So waiting for some sort of retracement for me to potentially take a sell at this point. So right now, all we can do is wait. This kind of